Electric motorcycles are known for their insane power figures, but which one takes the top spot? We find out electric two-wheelers are all the rage right now. We see electric two-wheelers in different sizes and form popping up in some corners of the world almost every day. While most manufacturers are either focusing on electric scooters or entry-level electric motorcycles to cater to the masses, whose numero uno priority is range, there are a few bike makers who are prioritizing power. Luckily for us, there are a few electric sport bikes, which gives a whole new meaning to the term speed. Spoiler alert, we are dealing with motorcycles with above 100 PS, and mind you, these are not traditional motorcycles. These bikes have insane power and torque figures that are accessible from the go. Number 10 is BRUTUS V9. The name doesn't lie when it comes to motorbikes where BRUTUS is concerned. And its electric motorcycle, the V9, is an especially good example of that. With a strapping battery pack, this is a bike that stands its ground even when compared to the performance of a range of supercars and other bikes in a higher price bracket. BRUTUS's V9 has a top speed of 115 miles per hour, but its range is really where the bike excels. It can travel up to 280 miles on a single charge, making it the best bike on the market for those looking to regularly travel long distances. No other bike can compare when it comes to impressive range. Its classic American cruiser-style design, complete with batwing fairing, makes this bike a unique one to admire too. It's reminiscent of a traditional motorcycle and comes with plenty of attention to detail. This is a practical, stylish bike that's perfect for electric motorcyclists looking to take their journey to the next level. And with two-up seating, premium foot pegs, and various other comfort options, it's a bike that ticks almost every box. Number 9 is GOGORO Smart Scooter S2 Adventure. GOGORO is a subsidiary of HTC, one of the biggest smartphone makers in the world. It replicates that quality found in its phones with its electric motorbikes too. The Smart Scooter S2 Adventure is the standard S2 bike's sportier cousin. It contains all of the best features of the S2 with the added bonus of being the perfect motorcycle to ride on almost any terrain. The S2 has a range of 68 miles and a top speed of 28 miles per hour. It takes 2.5 hours to recharge and is a great option for those looking for anything from an easy commute to an off-road adventure. It's a bike that's not easily dissuaded from attempting a new route or branching out from the highway. It boasts 35mm higher suspension, 30mm higher seat height, and 30mm higher ground clearance, making it ideal for off-road usage. It features impressive braking technology for improved performance in wet conditions, with a combination of its dual disc brakes, regenerative braking, and synchronized braking system to combat muddy conditions. The S2 also comes with 100% waterproof storage bags, remote servicing, and is digitally encrypted and fingerprint authenticated. Number 8 is JOHAMMER J1. There is no motorbike on the market that looks similar to the JOHAMMER J1. This Austrian-designed electric motorcycle wouldn't stand out in a sci-fi film and has drawn worldwide attention for its unique look. The JOHAMMER J1 comes in two variations: the J1 150, which comes with a range of just over 93 miles, and the more expensive J1 200, with a range of 124 miles on tough terrain and 186 miles urban. Both models have a rated top speed of 75 miles per hour to avoid energy-sapping wind resistance and have adjustable handlebars and foot pegs. Its 350mm center of gravity promises a secure feeling while driving and a very comfortable ride, while its unusual design promises plenty of attention on the road. Another lesser spotted feature comes in the bike's lack of dashboard. Instead, information and data are displayed in the rearview mirrors. It's an efficient bike that can recharge with a standard charger in 3.5 hours or only 80 minutes when using a fast charger. Number 7 is Zero FXS. The silhouette of Zero's FXS makes it an instantly recognizable bike. The 2019 Zero FXS starts at just $8,495, which, while it might not be the absolute cheapest electric motorbike on the market, it is still an accessible price for a very enjoyable journey. The FXS has a range of 100 miles, making it capable of storming down the highways while hitting top speeds. But where this bike really comes into its own is on shorter distances, making it an ideal bike for city dwellers and commuters. It has a top speed of 85 miles per hour, and when paired with a fast charger, can recharge to full power in 2 hours. Despite the relatively low price tag, this is a bike that easily glides off with the smallest amount of pressure. Consider a supermoto. It's a bike that's built to perform for a variety of requirements, ranging from quick trips downtown to longer distances and faster speeds. Its sub 300-pound weight makes it a nimble bike to maneuver, and it also has the suspension to move around with ease. It's a successful bike all around. Number 6 is Harley-Davidson LiveWire. Harley-Davidson made a name for itself as a household brand thanks to its top-quality bikes and outstanding performance. And its first venture into the world of electric motorcycles with the LiveWire continues that trend. It's a bike that, despite being powered entirely by batteries rather than gas, has the ability to accelerate with the same strength as any oil-powered superbike. A well-built machine, it's easy to handle, enjoyable to ride, and offers comfort on the seat. The brand calls the LiveWire the most powerful bike it's ever produced, and there are plenty more advantages on the road aside from that. The crisp steering combined with the company's own motor, in-house developed batteries, and electronics makes the LiveWire a joy to drive on what's widely known to be a very premium product. Its excellent suspension and balance-free shock at the rear makes this bike a pleasure to experience on bendy roads and long stretches. It has a range of 146 miles when driven conservatively, or around 90 when hitting top speeds. Speaking of speed, it'll hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in exactly 3 seconds. Number 5 is Verge TS. There's a chance you might have never heard of this motorcycle until now, and that's okay. We don't blame you for not keeping an eye at the 2019 EICMA. This very orange electric motorcycle, which could be a proper fit for the next Tron movie, houses an 80-kilowatt motor, but that's not its talking point. You know, we have seen electric vehicle manufacturers claiming some insane torque figures, but Verge TS is on another level, because the bike maker says that the electric motor makes 1,000 Nm of torque. No, that's not a typo. Now, the manufacturer hasn't revealed the 0 to 100 km/h time, but it's fair to assume that it will be under 4 seconds. And if you are worried about its range, the bike maker has got your back, because it gets a range of 300 kilometers in the city and 200 kilometers on the highway. We can't wait to see this bike spinning its wheel on a drag strip. Number 4 is ENERGICA EVA SS9 Plus. Yes, there's another ENERGICA in this list. Called the SS9 Plus, its motor has a rated power output of 80 kilowatts and 200 Nm of torque. This Neo Retro has a claimed top speed of over 200 kilometers per hour and a range of 400 kilometers. For an electric motorcycle, this sort of range is nothing short of insane. In terms of cycle parts, it gets fully adjustable suspension at either ends and disc brakes at both ends, with dual-channel ABS offered as a standard fitment. Feature-wise, it gets the whole lot. We mean 6 levels of traction control, cruise control, remote start, heated grips, and Bluetooth connectivity. Number 3 is ARC Vector. It's a limited edition motorcycle with only 355 units available worldwide, priced at an eye-watering $118,000. And it does justify its high price tag. Well, kind of. The 399-volt electric motor belts out 102 kilowatts of power and 85 newton-meters of peak torque. ARC claims that the Vector can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.7 seconds and has a top speed of over 200 kilometers per hour. It features a carbon fiber swing arm, Olin suspension at both ends, and braking hardware by Brembo. For $118,000, you not only get a super fast and an angry-looking motorcycle, but also a high-tech helmet with an inbuilt head-up display. There's also a riding jacket which has haptic sensors to alert the rider if there's a vehicle in the blind spot. Number 2 is ENERGICA Ego Plus. At the 2019 EICMA, ENERGICA took the wraps off the all-new Ego Plus, which is the brand's most powerful and fastest electric motorcycle yet. Now, ENERGICA is lending its motorcycles for Moto E, which should give you a hint of what to expect from it. The Ego Plus is essentially the Ego with a bigger battery and more power. It features a 21.5 kilowatt-hour lithium polymer battery, whereas the standard Ego is powered by a smaller 13.4 kilowatt-hour lithium polymer battery. While the peak power between the both variants remains the same at 107 kilowatts, the Eagle Plus has 5 Newton-meters of extra torque at 215 Newton-meters compared to the standard model. ENERGICA has capped the top speed at 240 miles per hour. And to keep you on the ground while doing these kinds of speeds, the Eagle Plus gets a ton of rider aids such as 4-level regenerative braking maps, a 6-level traction control system, and a dual-channel ABS with rear-wheel mitigation system. Moreover, ENERGICA is also offering a DC Fast Charge Mode 4, which can juice up the Eagle Plus up to 80% in just 40 minutes. And if you keep it plugged in for about an hour, you have 400 kilometers of range at your disposal. Yes, 400. Number 1 is Lightning LS218. Let's start with the most powerful of the lot, the Lightning LS218. Because why not? Lightning wanted its first bike to be as electrifying as possible. Behind the sports bike-like design lies sports bike beating components. The fully adjustable Olin suspension at either ends, and the brakes are from Brembo. However, the party piece of the LS218 is its electric motor. It is powered by a 150 kilowatt liquid-cooled motor that produces 149 kilowatts of power and 228 Newton-meters of torque. We know electric motors produce a lot of torque, but the LS218's torque figure is more than what you get in a Maruti Suzuki Ciaz. With such power at disposal, Lightning thought of sending it to the Bonneville Speed Week in 2018, where the LS218 hit 351 kilometers per hour, making it the fastest electric motorcycle. So, Lightning has created a motorcycle which can demolish established petrol-powered motorcycles on a drag strip and can be used as an urban commuter as well. The company offers 3 battery packs, 12 kilowatt-hour, 15 kilowatt-hour, and 20 kilowatt-hour that offer a range from 160 kilometers to 290 kilometers, which is quite astonishing for a performance-oriented electric motorcycle. All this power comes at a cost, a very hefty one, because where the entry-level LS218 starts from $38,888, the top-spec model with all the bells and whistles retails for $46,888.